In December of 2010, the very first episode of MystiCast aired here at Bismarck State College. Today, we are celebrating the 75th episode, as we are very proud to continue bringing you news and entertainment here to the Bismarck community and beyond. We'd like to thank all of the people who have worked here and produced this program before us. I'm Daniel Burbank, and this is MystiCast. The Bismarck State Mystic volleyball team has made history by making it to the NJCAA championship. Robert McKaylee, our reporter, met up with Cara Hausler to ask her about the team.
I'm here with Cara Hausler of the Mystics volleyball team, here to talk about their success. First off, I would like to say congratulations to you and the team for making it to nationals.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing quite well myself. So, tell me, you and the team have made history by making it this far. What preparation are you doing in the gym outside in order to make winning a reality?
I mean, this last week has been super exciting. I mean, it's awesome to be the first team from BSC to make it all the way to nationals. And I think this last week we've just been really staying motivated in the gym, preparing ourselves, and also outside of the gym, just taking care of ourselves and taking what we've learned all season to carry it on to the nationals.
All right, fantastic. So you guys just got a little bit of a send-off in the student union. Tell me, how did that feel? What was that like?
I mean, I just feel like we can feel the support from everyone at this school and outside, just in Bismarck in general. I mean, it's super exciting. Like I said, we're the first team from BSC to make it there, and we can definitely feel the support from everyone around us.
When you guys began this season, did you imagine that you all could make it this far?
I mean, obviously it was like a goal of ours, but I think it actually happening is just like a surreal feeling. It's just super exciting, and I mean, we have a great group of girls, and I couldn't have done it without them all.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and best of luck to you and the rest of your teammates. Back to you guys.
Cara Hausler is just one of the many who were against the North Platte Community College and earned the chance to play against the best in the country.
With one final block from the Mystics, they triumphed over North Platte Community College Knights in a best-of-3. The crowd was in uproar, and the players were emotional.
So much excitement. I was crying earlier, but they're all tears of joy, man. It's amazing to know that we just made school history in the sport of volleyball. It's amazing. I'm so excited. I mean, the next step is just as far as you can go, and it's just an honor to say that we can travel as far as West Virginia to do so and represent Bismarck in such a way. So we're the first ever Mystic volleyball team to ever make it this far to nationals. We've gone to districts, we've gone to regionals, but we've never gotten this far. So it's absolutely amazing to say that we can do that for the school.
It's nerve-wracking because obviously the level of play is going to be something that we've probably never seen before. But I know that if we go and we play our game, that we can do amazing things.
The fans and families could not wait to show their joy for the team, even storming the court when it was all over. With such an amazing opportunity ahead, Coach Jenny Walsh always had faith in this team.
Honestly, I did. I really felt good about it. I told my husband, I'm not ready for this season to be over. These girls are just so awesome to be around at practice every day. I do not want this to be the last day. You know what's on the line, and so, it's going to be an emotional weekend no matter what. Somebody's going to love it and move on. Somebody's going to have tears because their season's over, and so it's emotional no matter where you go.
This is Robert McKaylee reporting for MystiCast.
And make sure to cheer on our Mystics while they play in the NJCAA Division II Volleyball Championship in Charleston, West Virginia from November 21st to November 23rd. There'll be a watch party in the Bavendick Stateroom on the third floor of the NECE on Thursday, November 21st. That starts at 1:30 p.m. Let's go Mystics. Now, technology has gotten smarter, faster, and smaller. In the past 10 years alone, entire fields have changed due to the advancements in new tech. This comes with many ways for malicious acts to occur. Roger Marks has the story.
As technology becomes smarter and able to do more for the public, there's increased concern of hackers. Many big companies have had massive amounts of data stolen in malicious attacks. With this, millions of people's security becomes at risk, leaving many to ask, what is the best way to protect themselves?
If you have a password that's under 13 characters, you want to change that probably every 30 to 60 days or so. If you can develop a password or actually a passphrase that's longer than 13 characters, 13 to 20, then you can keep it a little bit longer. If you can ever enable two-factor authentication, or maybe you get a push notification to your phone or a text message, that's, way better, because now you have to have that phone plus know your password.
Not everything can fall on the user. VPNs and two-step verification are a good start, but is there something that companies can do to make it harder for an attack to occur?
Companies do, it gets into the security is not a thing, it's a process, and it's a process with thousands of different moving parts and pieces.
Reporting for MystiCast, I am Roger Marks.
To see if your information has been leaked, visit www.haveibeenpwned.com. And it's that time of year again where snow falls and the temperature falls even further. As people travel, there's something important to look out for: your car. It may seem natural to start up your car and go, but there's something to look out for. Jeff Woodchick, Associate Professor of Automotive Technology, says what could happen if you don't warm up your car before driving.
If you get into your vehicle and you're warm and it's cold inside there and you start it up and take off, actually what's going to happen is your windshield is going to kind of fog up on you. And if you don't have that heat coming out of the defrost, going to make it a little bit dangerous to be out on the roads driving.
But what does that do to the engines?
Today's cars are computer controlled, and everything is monitored very closely. So in reality, today's vehicles, if you wanted, you could get into them and start them up and take off right away in this cold weather.
So overall, make sure to heat up your car before you go so everyone can be safe. Since the early 80s, the introduction of computers has revolutionized society. Earlier, I was able to demonstrate that it's still possible to use a Macintosh Plus from 1987 to complete a college essay. In 2019, in the Mystic Media Department, we have many computers for different uses: for television, newspaper, and for the radio. But we're going to take a look at a computer from 1987 and see if it's possible to do a college essay on it. Big reveal of the computer. And this is the Macintosh Plus. This is the 42 megabyte hard drive.
hours later.
I think I just crashed my computer by printing a piece of paper. So it's definitely not perfect. There's a few lines that got stuck together, and this is all crooked because of the way the paper went in, but overall, I mean, this is pretty good. Well, so that's how you print an essay and work on an essay from a computer from 1987, so it's still possible to do, and I guess we'll have to see what my professor says. Now that computer came straight from the factory with a hard drive of less than 1 megabyte. That's about the same size as one picture on the iPhone 5. Now, as for that assignment, I still don't know what my grade will be. As esports continues to evolve, so does collegiate sports. Elliot Hillman has the story.
Over the summer, Bismarck State College announced that they would be adding an esports team to campus. BSC funded for $51,000 scholarships for students to come play on campus, as well as the esports lounge that came equipped with brand new computers, monitors, and gaming chairs for the players. With a bright future ahead, what do the players think about BSC's future in esports?
Well, I think esports is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and I think it's good for BSC to kind of be at the forefront of that.
You know, esports is new technology. Things are changing now, going through 2019 and everything like that. Like,
it's not taking it away from traditional sports or anything like that. This is a huge kind of groundbreaking thing.
And just how big do they think esports will get?
Overtakes actual sports in the future, whether that be like 20 years down the line or 30 or something, but it's a start. And it's nice to have like a good foundation, you know.
Players are currently competing in Fortnite, Overwatch, League of Legends, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, with more games to be added in the future. Reporting for MystiCast, I'm Elliot Hellman.
In 2018, there were 125 teams under the National Association of Collegiate Esports, with more expected to come up in the future. For any students still interested in joining our esports team, go to bscmystics.com and fill out an esports recruiting form. The spotlight has recently been shining on the bands and the choirs in BSC's various performing arts programs. John Wingenbach has the story.
As soon as the year started, the BSC band and choirs have been hard at work practicing for their first few concerts. The first to perform was the band, whose concert was on November 5th. Meeting 3 times a week, they rehearsed a variety of songs, ranging from John Williams' Duel of the Fates to Eric Morales' One Giant Leap, a celebration of the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. Dr. John Darling expresses his thoughts on the concert performance.
I'm happy with the way things turned out. Could they be better? Yes, but it's live performance. Every live performance can be better.
2 days later, it was the choir's turn to perform. The groups who performed included the concert choir, the women and men's ensemble, and the chamber choir. Dr. Jeff Stone, director of the concert and chamber choirs, expresses his thoughts on the overall performances.
I was super pleased with not only just the attendance as far as the audience, but just through the performance of the ensembles as well.
The most recent concert was the Patriotic Concert, a celebration for Veterans Day. This concert, held on the 12th of November, featured both the band and the choirs performing several patriotic pieces, both separately and together.
I believe, very strongly that our institution is enhanced through the arts and through music, and how that can correlate to other courses that they take.
And so to be able to not only make music enjoyable, but to bring them more than just music, a little education, a little history, a little philosophy.
Reporting for MystiCast, I'm John Wingenbach.
For more information on upcoming music events and performances, visit the Bismarck State College website and check out the Humanities at BSC under the Community tab. Mystics pitcher and Fargo native Ryan Barassa has committed to the NCAA Division I South Dakota State University. Barassa appeared in 13 games last season, collecting 6 wins with 2 complete games, and posted a 4.15 ERA and tossed out 100 strikeouts during his freshman season. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the 75th episode of MystiCast. To learn more about us and keep up with the latest news on campus, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media networks. I'm Daniel Burbank.